All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, new Cougs, to Exploratory Studies, Cougar Preview. We are so excited to have you join us this afternoon. I know some of you are maybe still deciding on if University of Houston is where you want to start your undergraduate career. Hopefully, we can maybe address a few different concerns or questions that you may have regarding who we are and what we do. And by the way, I am Miss Nakia Alexander. I am actually one of the advisors for Exploratory Studies. And then as we proceed through our discussion, you will get a chance to meet some of the other advisors, or at least you'll see their pictures, so you can get a sense of who we are and who you will be working with. So again, welcome, and we look forward to actually discussing about our program today. All right, so with today's Cougar Preview, I know you probably have a question regarding what is exploratory studies. Trust me, we get this a lot. So you will have a better understanding who we are and what we do. And then also we are going to take a look at the many different pathways at U of H. And trust me, there are so many different ways that you all can declare your majors, and we can definitely take a look at that. And then, of course, if we're able, then I would love to open it up to questions, possibly through chat. So if you have a question, definitely you can send it through chat, and hopefully we have some time to discuss it at the end. So I like this graphic because I think it pretty much sums up who we are. So when you're placed into exploratory studies, that is our entire purpose, is to help you guys explore. Now, for many of our students, they are able to actually declare a major after your first term or first semester, which some of you, it may be spring 2021. Perhaps you are coming in fall of 2021. Also, with exploratory studies, it is important to know that we do give you up to 1 year. Now, that being said, if you are eligible to declare your major after your very first semester, we encourage you to do so. But sometimes things happen, life happens, and you may need a little extra time to work on getting into your major. So that's where the number 1 comes into play, 1 year. And of course, the goal, well, get into your majors, right? Okay, so let's go over it again. So you definitely can declare your major after 1 semester if you're eligible. But at most, we can definitely give you 1 year to work on meeting those additional requirements. And of course, the goal, declare your major after year 1 or freshman year. So, of course, I would love to introduce you to our advising team. So the 3 of us, we make up the Exploratory Studies Academic Advisors, AKA Student Success Advocates. So let me start with our advising lead. And this is Miss Nina Howard. She oversees Exploratory Studies Academic Advising. And then, of course, there's myself, again, Nakia Alexander. Oh, and by the way, I am also a 2-time alum of U of H. So way back when, I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to be dating myself, but I was like you as well, trying to make the decision, trying to determine if U of H was the best fit for me. And I'm glad that I ended up coming here, because hopefully you guys will get to see how diverse we are and how much we as academic advisors, we're so invested in helping you get into your majors, okay? But just to kind of give you a brief rundown, a little bit about myself, because I did tell you I was a UH alum. I graduated from College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences and Graduate College of Social Work. So definitely know about U of H. And Miss Nina Howard is also a UH alum. So we definitely have an understanding of what you guys are going through as you're deciding if U of H is a good fit for you. And certainly, but definitely not least, is Miss Vanessa Guidry, who is one of our academic advisors, AKA student success advocate. And of course, the entire purpose of what we do as advisors, your academic success is our mission. We're definitely here to help you plan your classes, take a look at some of the different majors that U of H has to offer, and hopefully we can help guide you along that path in determining what major is right for you. So what can we do for you? Well, let me see if I can move this to the side. Okay. So in exploratory studies, we can definitely help you in exploring majors. There are so many different resources, different things that you can take advantage of. And then we will also connect you to campus resources. So that way you get an idea of maybe some of the different offices, some of the different departments that can help you as you make this very important decision on a major. And then of course, we will take a look at some examples of different pathways to get you to specific majors, okay? So these are 3 things that we can definitely do for you. Help in exploring majors, connecting you to UH campus resources, and also guiding you to different pathways to UH majors. Now, remember, part of what we do, right, is helping you explore different majors. Well, Ms. Herman is the Exploratory Studies career counselor. Now, she is an excellent source of, she's an excellent resource that can help you learn, okay, what are some different things I can do to research majors? What are some possible majors based on what I like to do? What are my skills? What are my abilities? She can even help you create a resume if you need it. Perhaps some of you are interested in interning somewhere. So she can definitely help you get those things in order. And then also, she can help introduce you to career assessments. For example, we understand that a lot of students are undecided on majors, and maybe you need an extra, I don't know, tool to help maybe narrow things down. And we offer so many different major assessments that we would love for you to take. And then once you take the assessments, you meet with Ms. Lauren Herman, who can help maybe break it down even further. So that way we ultimately find that one major that's a good fit for you. Now, here's the thing, Ms. Herman, she's your career counselor, but she's not the academic advisor, right? So here's how this would work. So you would see Ms. Lauren Herman to sort of explore careers. And then once you've narrowed down a career, then you would see your academic advisors, such as myself, or Ms. Guidry, or Ms. Howard. And we would introduce you to courses that's appropriate for that major that will ultimately lead to the career that you decided on. So it is a partnership. Another thing that we offer in terms of introducing you and helping you to explore majors, the good thing about exploratory studies is that we offer this really good class. It's called Core 1101, College Success. Now, many different universities offer a freshman seminar course where you go over topics like time management, financial literacy, which is something definitely we can all take advantage of. But this is essentially the exploratory studies seminar. So again, it is for students in exploratory studies only. Many colleges may not offer this particular class, but exploratory studies do. And I think that this class is very unique to what our students need. And so we found that students who have taken Core 1101, they've actually earned a higher average GPA than those not enrolled. There are so many different things that we cover in Core 1101. I am one of the instructors, and so we cover how to stay motivated. What else do we do? Career assessments. So it is a varied multidisciplinary course. And here's another cool thing about Core 1101. We have sections that's based on intended major. So let's say you're interested in business. Well, guess what? We have business representatives teaching that course and introducing you to things that you need to know as a potential business major. So again, we're making that connection between you and your academic college. So definitely take advantage of the Core 1101 class that we do. All right, so then we have access to campus resources. Again, we definitely provide all of these different resources. So launch, this is another huge one that we do, right? So launches are essentially our academic center on campus. They do workshops such as procrastination, dealing with test anxiety, all sorts of really cool things. And for potential engineering majors, they even offer Chem Gym, which is a chemistry study group and so forth, okay? Also, we have Challenger, which if you are a first generation student, meaning you are the first in your family to attend college, this may be a good program for you, okay? So we definitely connect you to the many different resources. Now, again, U of H is a large university comprised of so many different academic colleges. For example, you have College of Business, College of the Arts, liberal arts and social sciences, education, and so forth. Now, for some of you guys who are interested in business majors, this is one of the different pathways, right? So this is a good introduction to Bauer. So let's say you're interested in business. Well, this is an opportunity where you meet with the business advisors, you satisfy certain requirements, such as enrolling in 15 credit hours during the first semester and maintaining a specific GPA. So this is a way that you can actually declare your major after the first semester. So that is a potential pathway for a business student, okay? So definitely you want to take advantage of that. Now, here's another one, engineering. That is one of our largest and most popular majors. We get a lot of prospective exploratory students who are wanting to pursue engineering. So if you fall into that category, or if you even had a thought about wanting to do engineering, let's briefly take a look. So with engineering, if you complete every last one of these courses, you definitely are on the road to declaring the engineering major. I know it looks a lot, but an exploratory studies student can definitely get this done in one semester. So for example, and this is just a breakdown, a student can take Calculus 1, Chemistry, and Intro to Engineering during the fall semester. And then during the spring semester, you take Calculus 2, Physics, and Computing for engineers. And you could potentially declare your engineering major in the summer. So this is a path towards doing engineering. Now, I did not include the other majors because they vary. For example, natural sciences and math. There's so many different majors within that college, and the requirements to get in, well, it varies. So if you fall into that category of wanting to do natural science and math, for example, biology, chemistry, and so forth, we would have to work with you to decide on which path is best for you. Another cool thing that the university does and that we can help connect you to are the academic maps. Now, as you are a new student, we highly encourage you to definitely take advantage of these maps, which is essentially your guide or your roadmap for the entire 4 years you're here. So if you are thinking about UH and you wish to know what are the course requirements for your intended major, you definitely want to take advantage of these roadmaps or the academic maps, our course guides. It has a breakdown of the classes required for the first semester, year 1, year 2, and so forth. So I definitely encourage you guys, take a look at those courses. You never want to apply to a university blindly. You want to do your research, right? To make sure that A, we have your major. B, are you comfortable taking these courses for this particular major? So, you want to do your research ahead of time. Let me click on this and let's see if we can make it pop up. Because I'm a visual person, so I want to show you guys this. Now, right here, this is the web address for the academic maps, if you can see that. Okay. But look, we have maps for architecture, arts, music, business, teaching and learning, education, engineering, liberal arts and social sciences, all of the different majors that you could be considering. We even have one for College of Nursing, which is a huge one. So when you have time, I encourage you, go down the list and become familiar with your academic maps. PreHealth at U of H. So we have discussed so many different majors, right? Okay. Now, PreHealth is one of the most popular areas that a lot of students are interested in. Now, here's the thing. PreHealth is not a major at UH, okay? There is no pre-dental major, but that being said, you can actually choose any major that interests you. Example, let's say you are interested in medical school, right? So you may consider a biology major because biology has similar courses that is required for medical school. But you can also major in psychology and still go to medical school, as long as you take the courses for your major on top of what's required for medical school. I always say, if you are thinking about any of these pre-health fields, choose something that you love, because the chances are you're going to earn a higher GPA, and therefore you won't struggle if it's something that you enjoy. So again, there is no preferred major for any pre-health field. Choose something that interests you. And of course, I can't say this enough, research, research, research. So if you're thinking about a pre-health career, start doing your research. Pull out a notebook, whatever you have to use, and make some notes, okay? And one of the nice things that we offer at U of H is that we have a pre-health advising center that provides some really good advice and tips and course requirements. In fact, let's take a look. Okay, and hopefully you can see the website, but it's at the top here if you're interested. Okay, now I would encourage you guys, if you are thinking about a pre-professional or health career, look, take a look at the frequently asked questions, and you can even join the pre-health email list so that way you're up to date on different events. And you can see there's information about medicine, dentistry, optometry, and so many programs, okay? So for example, let me click on medicine. And as you can see, there's pre-med quick facts, which will tell you the average GPA, courses required, and even a timeline of when you should be taking your courses. You can even see what are the medical schools in Texas and so forth. So as an incoming student at U of H, it is so important to know where to go on the websites to find the information, because it is there. So I encourage you guys to please do not come into this blindly. Take a look at the websites, play around with it. Trust me, you won't break anything, okay? So again, I definitely encourage you, take advantage of all these great resources, okay? All righty. Now, I know we've been talking about, okay, Here are some different pathways to majors. This is what you have to do as an exploratory studies student. Well, as an exploratory studies student in your first year, there are some expectations, right? We expect you to use that first semester to really take a look at the different majors that we offer. Maybe you could take an introductory course to see if that's a good fit for you. And again, in Core 1101, this is a good way to start exploring those majors. Now, once you have finalized your major choice, then you want to make sure that you meet change of major requirements. So that's very important. Example, if you are interested in a business major, then you must meet the change of major requirements. Okay. Now, all the information is online, but you could definitely come to us, talk to us, so that way we can provide you some guidance, maybe even address some concerns and questions you have regarding the requirements. We can even discuss alternatives to a major. Now, once you have done the first two, then you want to declare your major by 30 credit hours, which means your first year, which equals sophomore year. So that is the plan, right? You want to finalize your major, you want to meet the change of major requirements, and you want to declare by sophomore year, or 30 credit hours. These are the expectations that we have of all of our students. And these are the expectations that you should have for yourself as well. Now, you're making your decision, right? You may be looking at different programs, but there are some things that we encourage you to do before you even attend U of H, because we want to make sure that your transition is smooth and trouble-free. So I like to tell a lot of students, make sure that you get your AP test scores sent to the university. Some of you are maybe juniors or seniors. Make sure that you are sending your AP test scores to U of H. So that way, when you arrive, we have your credits, and then we can provide an accurate course schedule. Dual credits. I think this is worth mentioning because we understand that a lot of students are taking dual credits, which means you're in high school, but you're earning college credit for a course. That's dual credit. Now, a lot of students, they make the mistake of thinking that the high school will send your dual credit transcript. Dual credit is college credit. Example, let's say you currently live in Houston and you're attending Houston Community College and you're taking first year writing or communications. Well, you need to send a transcript from HCC to U of H. So that way we can award you college credit. Make sense? So if you have AP credits, get them sent. If you are taking a college credit while in high school, get those transcripts sent. So these are the things that you all can be working on as you prepare to begin your first semester at U of H. Now, I would encourage you guys to also visit the Exploratory Studies orientation page. Let's click on it and let's briefly take a look. So if you are interested in, again, what we offer, and you want to read more about the College Success class, Core 1101, you can definitely click on it. And there's even a video that will introduce you to the class. And here's something else you may be interested in taking a look at. So we have put together these course pathway plans for any student that is interested in any of these majors. So let's say you're interested in engineering. Well, then you can click on it. Let's see if it can pop up. And it will definitely walk you through things that you need to do as a first semester student. Of course, this may change a bit when you arrive. But look, you get a sense of a potential schedule for someone that is working towards engineering. So we definitely have these different pathway sheets we encourage you to take advantage of. Okay. And then next, you can also view our list of major previews for your intended major. So let's say there's a major you are interested in. Well, if you click on it, it will walk you through the change of major requirements, things you need to do towards getting in to that major. So let's click on one. Let's click on natural sciences and math and see if that can pop up. Okay. So this is an introduction to information about natural science and math. As you can see, we provided all of the different majors. We've even gone through the change of major requirements for that particular major. And look, we've even provided a checklist of different things that you can do towards declaring. So we definitely have all of the different resources that you all can take a look at before you even arrive. So I can't stress this enough for you guys to take advantage of our orientation website. Now, I know that I have talked a lot about who we are, what we do. So here's a quick quiz that you all can take. And let's see how well you remember these things. When should you declare a major? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. And you can definitely send this through the chat if you know the answer. Think back to the very beginning. I'll give you about 2 seconds. And you can send this, your answer, through the chat if you have access. You must declare by 30 UH credit hours. That is the answer, right? So 30 hours equals sophomore year. Okay. Next question. What is Core 1101? And you can send a quick answer through the chat as well if you have access. Okay. Core 1101, it is the college success course exclusively for exploratory studies students. And remember, Core 1101, it introduces you to majors, and students have actually earned an entire grade higher than those who have not taken the class. So some really good things are happening in Core 1101, and I'm very excited, and I definitely hope you take advantage of this if you are a freshman looking to begin next fall. Okay, so let's say you have additional questions and you want to follow up with us. Well, we are working remotely from home, so we do ask that you send us an email if you have some additional follow-up questions. This is our email. Okay, this is our website. Take a look. And again, make sure to visit that Exploratory Studies orientation webpage for some really good information before you even get here. And then, of course, we are on Instagram and Twitter. So these are the different ways that you can contact us. Okay, let me go back to that just in case you want to take a screenshot or make some notes. And don't worry, you can always go to our website and pull up our pictures as well. Okay. All righty, so we have at least, I believe, a few minutes that you guys can maybe send some questions through the chat if you would like, and we could address some of those. I hope that we were actually able to maybe address some concerns or questions you have. I know that this can be a very overwhelming decision, trying to choose which major, but again, exploratory studies, it could be a good fit for you, especially if you need some extra time to explore your options. And I don't think that I addressed this, but we've noticed that there are different types of students in exploratory studies. And the three types of students, there typically are those who are truly undecided and maybe they need some more time. And then there are those students who know what major they want, but they still want some more time to explore. And then there are those students who may not have been admitted into their first choice major due to test scores or certain course requirements. So those are typically the types of students we have worked with. Okay, so let me take a look at the chat, see what I'm seeing. And I will say this, that if you do not have any questions, please definitely take advantage of all of the different events that's happening today. I think there's some really good sessions on financial and some good sessions on PreHealth. And the next session will begin at 1 p.m. So you definitely have time to collect your thoughts, maybe make some notes before your next event.